private equity is destroying our society. But the reason that private equity is destroying our society is both hilarious and horrifying at the same time. And it is the simple fact that private equity has run out of things to invest in. That's not a joke. I don't have the exact numbers on me, but private equity is sitting on an immense amount of what is called dry powder, essentially a word in the investing space of cash that you can't figure out what to do with. And there just earnestly is not enough things to invest in for the amount of money that is flowing into private equity. So private equity has started cannibalizing our society, buying literally anything they can get their hands on to try and extract profit from. Dentists, doctors, the retirement homes are a mess. Anything and everything that they can get their hands on, they are buying and turning into and transforming exclusively into an agent of profit maximization. And the issue with that is, it turns out maximizing profit is a really bad thing to do if you're a hospital, because, well, you have to spend resources to keep people alive, or you end up with dentists who recommend completely unnecessary procedures for you just because, well, it's got a good ROI on it. You know, why get just a single thingamajig when you could just take the whole thing out and replace it with an implant? Way more profitable. And nursing homes are a disaster right now because they've basically transformed into a game of how little care can we give to the elderly in exchange for the maximum amount of money possible. We just have these absolutely horrifically, systemically abusive environments for our elderly, while simultaneously extracting out all of the net worth of those elderly people, both running them into bankruptcy and leaving nothing for their kids. And this is happening to anything and everything that private equity is capable of getting their hands into. Because we have over-financialized our economy, and the socioeconomic elite of our society no longer know how to generate wealth for themselves by actually doing things valuable for society. All they know how to do is extract excess value from things that are already profitable. And private equity has run out of the profitable things to invest money in, so they're trying to force our entire society to be a slave state dedicated to the billionaires' bank accounts.
Hey, Devin Young here. I've got solutions. So the first thing I notice is that this reminds me of what Ford said about the trains. He said the trains were terrible for the conductors to work on. People who ran the train companies hated train companies. People who went on the trains hated the trains. He was like, how is it that the trains managed to make everyone involved unhappy? Like, how is it that you have an industry where everyone involved dislikes the industry? How is the industry serving no one? He realized it's because bankers got involved in running the trains, and bankers don't know anything about trains, and they were messing everything up. So Ford actually came in and outcompeted the bankers and ended up kind of forcing a lot of what we consider American greatness is really just American pragmatism. A lot of it's just Henry Ford, and he was just such a magnate that he forced the entire American economy to stop being pieces of shit motivated only by the desire to extract wealth and value without contributing or understanding or comprehending anything, or the ability to derive any new or useful information from a system outside of the ability to regurgitate information necessary to please overlords, to put yourself in positions where you can extract value from a system you are neither capable of creating nor maintaining, but merely serve as a deteriorating cog within while sucking value away to fuel your own selfish vices. So Ford was against that and did a lot to actually not make that the way things were run. And the word for that is competence. And the problem is that we sold the whole country out to the bankers by going in for fiat currency. Like, really, the Federal Reserve was probably a bad move. But then fiat currency in 1973 really just sold everyone out to the banking class, like to the point where like the money isn't money, it's currency. And oh yeah, World War III has already started. Charlie Kirk's death was the first death. The billionaire class, yeah, they've run out of stuff to invest in. They're screwed because they're billionaires with worthless paper. Yeah, congratulations. The new ruling class will be those who understand AI, industry, manufacturing, human psychology, and the propagation of effective parenting strategies. And oh, would you look at that? That's all the things I'm specializing in. So yeah, he's identified a real problem, but the good thing is the billionaires are screwed too. And I'm gonna win because everyone just invested in make believium and they thought that getting A's in their report card meant something. But the whole time, what actually mattered was the fact that I was really better at math than you, Mrs. Carter, from fifth grade math. And all the bullshit in the whole world isn't going to solve the fact that now the billionaire class doesn't get to have smart people helping them because the education system shut out the smart people by putting dumb people who are offended by smart people in charge of educating the smart people. So now you don't have any smart people. You just have a bunch of dumb people that have convinced themselves they're smart. And you're going to see the result of that in the coming economic changes that will be happening. Could go on, but it's really no need. I've made my point.